opening of a TV show is a person kneeling down in front of a chicken, you know, it's finna get crazy. It's going to get crazy. It's going to be a wild ride. I don't know what to tell you to prepare yourself, because there's a lot that we have to talk about. It's the Reality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, be sure check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments, and I'm going to check you out over them. Without further ado, go there saying to the chicken. All right, let's go back. This is Dlozi Lam. You know, y'all know Dlozi Lam.
It's something.
If you can just step outside. Now, they are talking about a chicken. Now, that's because, you know, when they are doing all this ancestral worship and whatnot, I don't know if they want to accompany the spirit of a person to another place or what. So here then, the chicken would be represented by the person that they are trying to accompany. So, I'll come back to that part.
That's the problem. I find me push.
They're baking.
I found it. I found the one I'm going to push on a combela. I found it. I found the pushy. I found the pushing a combela. I found the pushing. I Portia resisted umdeni for quite some time. Eventually, we had to ask Umam Violet Guti, just carry your child and let's go.
So, by the analogy of this teaching, the person didn't come out, right? And so at the end, because they couldn't get the chicken to move, because now they've according to their teaching, this is the child, and so now just carry your child. It sounds cruel, but what to do? The chicken is not moving. So does it mean the child is not moving? Now, I'll go back to this particular thing. There is a verse that comes back to my mind. And it's in Genesis, in where God was creating. And in this verse, there's something that he says about livestock that I think if we applied that, I just don't see how this would go within the line of what's been talked about here, right? I just don't see it personally. That's right here. Genesis chapter number 1, verse number 23 up until 24. It says, and then, and there was evening and there was morning. That's the 5th day, right? And then God said, let the earth bring forth every creature according to their kind. So, when God created everything on the earth, it was created after its kind. Just wait for it. I'll get to. And livestock, land creepers and beasts of the earth according to their own kind. Okay? And it was so. And God made beasts upon the earth after their own kind, and then it goes on, it goes on. And then if you go to verse 26 then, because we ended at 25, So if you go to 26, right about there, you'll then notice after all these kinds that he was creating here, he then says, and then God said, let us make man in our own image. You see, the thing that's different here is this. That's the thing that's different. When man was made, he was made after the image of God. And he has his own kind. The animals have their own kind. And so this whole thing that an animal is now carrying the person, it can't be that. Now, that's what Christianity sees. I want people to understand the separation between ubungoma and what the Christian doctrine is. So it's be my case. Separate the two, because there's people that come here try to start mixing these things. It does not work. Okay? Because now you'll have to explain which one were they carrying in the chicken. Okay? And to show that when he created man with this, and he says, oh, look at the reason. After our likeness, to rule over the fish and the birds and the livestock. So man ought not to be, I repeat, man ought not to be bowing to a creature, a chicken. Why? It's a lower creation to man. It was made for men to rule over. Right? So this is a very important point. To rule over. Now you mess up things when to rule over the fish, the livestock, and all these things. Can't be bowing. Mandems can't be bowing to chicken and them things. Chicken we eat. Throw away the bone. Chicken, we don't bow. We don't beg. Chicken. And if you follow that storyline, you will see. Then later on, God formed man out of the dust of the ground. Formed him out of the dust of the ground. And then he breathed into the man the breath of life. You see that process? It's completely different to when he was creating the animals over there. But let's continue back on here. And they said they had to carry the chicken because it was becoming difficult.
Portia resisted umndeni wakhe for quite some time. Eventually, we had to ask Umam Violet Guti, just carry your child and let's go.
So she's saying in Changan, so they're carrying her home. So you can come out of other people's house. So I don't know if they have a ghost or something. And go there.
We have no control which she's gonna stay forever.
So wait, what?
We have no control which she's gonna stay forever.
Okay. Portia, ndile na wena ne ile kaya. Kombela ngena kaya Portia. Ngasala handle. Ngena kaya.
Asukumeni.
Yeah, ayifana. Ngena Portia. Ngezi. Ayifana.
It's a chicken. Guys, it's a chicken. Chicken does as chicken does. Chicken wants to go out. Chicken saw maybe corn or something like that. it's so important for us to understand where God has created us in the hierarchy of things. This is the religion of Nimrod. Now, I'll talk about that later on. Go back to researching the religion of Nimrod. This is what they were doing. Veneration of ancestors. It's not new, didn't start now. It's a religion of Babylon. It's a Babylonian thing. Africans wanting to claim it. Just, guys, let's be very careful, man. When the Bible gives us these ideas about our identity, it gives us these things so that we may know our place in the world. First of all, no person is in a chicken, and so theologically, it's not just because why? Whatever is in the chicken, it's not the person. So might be something else, and you see when Jesus has to cast some beings out of some person, and it went into some, you see, the comment section will tell you where did they go. They went out there, they went into pigs. And so, but this idea that the spirit of a person goes into an animal and this whole reincarnation whole thing, guys, come on. If you lose that idea or sight on God's identity, we get into all kinds of things. But y'all tell me what you think. It's the Reality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. I thought this was worth us speaking about because it's very important we stick to what God shows us. Otherwise, error just takes us over.